What's up? I just posted a quote that said, quote, real transformation requires real honesty. If you want to move forward, you got to get real with yourself. And that is, it goes without saying. Really, I mean, this isn't about any specific person in particular. This is not. I'm not talking about anyone I know personally. I'm just. I hear it all the time. I told you before. I've told you many times. My particular job, my profession, obviously is to guide people to be their best, right? But 90% of that time, it is fixing the issues. Not all things are, as I've said before, unicorn and rainbows. It's, when people come to me, they want to fix something that's broken. Physically mostly, right? But with the physical there is the mental. And when you're if you brought your car or vehicle into the shop to be worked on as far as something mechanical, obviously you would be bringing it in with all kinds of problems, whether it be the electrical system or something mechanical, and then you would fix those particular mechanical problems, and then the car at some point would be ready to go, and you'd be, it'd be running correctly. But so that's how it is with my particular job. Now the contest prep thing that that's a completely different story. Competitive athletes are of a different mind frame. They are a different race car, if you want to use that analogy. But for the most part, most people who come to, like, I just recently had a person who had some pretty good medical limitations that we have to be careful and work around with, and so on. So everyone has their thing, so the problem is not, I don't think I could emphasize this enough, and I honestly, I've said it before, I never will stop re-emphasizing it. 90+% of your battle for losing weight, losing body fat, transforming your body, getting leaner, putting on muscle, and so on, getting stronger, is all diet. It's all diet. You can't, as silly and as cliche as this quote is, you can't outtrain a bad diet, is true. If you're not eating good, when I say eating good, I'm not saying just eating salad all day long. I'm saying it's really more about what not to do than rather what specifically to do. You do have to get a certain amount of protein a day. You do have to get, depending upon your activity level and your lifestyle and so on, your life, your job, whatever. You have kids, that will determine, certain things in regards to your carbohydrate consumption and so on. But for the most part, you need a certain amount of protein a day, a certain amount of carbohydrates a day. And when I say that, I mean, I'm referring to starchy carbohydrates, not fibrous vegetables. And then there's fats. So, if you're, when I hear someone say that, when I would ask them, well, first of all, they would come to me complaining, right? Really, they're just asking a question, but really they're complaining. Why is the scale not moving? I'm on it. I am on point. I am sticking to my diet. And the scale isn't moving. I was good all week. I haven't. And then I would obviously ask, so you haven't eaten bad at all during the week, or went out drinking or so on? And they're like, yeah, but I had to go out this night with clients, and we had a cookout to go to, the following day, and then I ate like shit for 2 days straight. And then I'm scratching my head like, why did you ask me why the scale isn't moving? You just told me why. You're not on everything. You're not on point. You're not sticking to it 100%. You're doing good for 2 to 3 days, and then you're fucking off for like 4 days. Like, how do you expect to get results from that? So it's really, you're only lying, as the quote said, or my text that I followed up with, you're only lying to you. You're lying to yourself. You gotta reevaluate why the hell am I not making progress? Why? If you're on it, that's why I really feel like everyone should eat like pretty much a competitive athlete most of the time, because they end up going off plan and they dismantle. If you really, really want to drop some weight on the scale, and you're determined to do so at all costs, you will stick to your plan. But don't sneak 2 days of binging in, and then come back in the plan, and then jump on strict for a day, and then weigh yourself, and then be upset because the scale didn't move. You did that. You went off the rails. But you then said that you were super strict all week. So, come on. Knock this shit off. Be honest. If you didn't hit your goal of the week, whatever that goal was, it was you who fucked up. So, if you want 100% results, you will give 100% efforts. You will put the work in. And when I say put the work in, as I say a lot, I'm talking about the mental work, the mental torment. I struggle daily to stay strict. And I've been doing this my whole life. Recently, in this last 4 to 6 weeks, after I've gone off my birthday prep, and I've actually gone into an off-season plan, I'm probably suffering more now in my off-season than I was during my prep phase. I struggle. It's fucking hard. And so you have to put the mental work in. You got to grind through it, make it to the end of the week, get your weigh-in in, keep track of your numbers, and be fucking proud. Don't fuck up midweek and put the blame on everything else. I gotta go. No, I'm not possessed with the eyes. I'm just trying out some new contacts, playing around. You know me, I like to color coordinate and do all kinds of crazy stuff here. But that's it. I gotta go. I hope you all have an awesome weekend. Be true to you, and all will be well. Get to the gym!